Hello, internet. Welcome back to the channel. This is Not Without My TV. I am Chris. Today we're going to be reacting to some short videos. So let's go ahead and get started.
Yo, all hands, hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. Now some have died and some are alive, and others sail on the sea.
That was wild. The psilocybin one, that was a good one. All of them look pretty accurate. What was the THC one? Looked like the Grinch.
All these baller houses have one thing in common. Every single one of them's got a vineyard, which is weird because this isn't Napa. So you know they're up to something, and I just so happen to have a buddy that lives in the area. His house is a total compound with, of course, vineyards on it. So I give him a call and said, hey man, what's your property tax bill? He laughed and sent me this pic that I of course have to black out, but bro pays $10 of property taxes per year on his multi-million-dollar home. He pulls this off by selling grapes to local wineries, so technically most of his property is for commercial agricultural use, so his CPA was able to lock in a Williamson Act contract with the city that gives him major property tax exemptions. Now here's the kicker, the government makes it seem like you need at least 100 acres to qualify for this, but a lot of counties have between the lines workarounds for much smaller properties, so just like with many tax hacks, this is all about reading the fine print.
That might be something you want to look into. Get a couple rows of grapes. You got organic on this side, non-GMO over here. Have your own little line of wine, all just to avoid taxes.
If there's 10 billion people on Earth and Elon Musk has $200 billion, can't he just give each person $1 billion? And here's the twist. He will still have $190 billion left over. Isn't that concerning?
To request that you remove the flag off the back of your vehicle, I said, you're right, but since it's just a request, I'm gonna decline your request.
Cameron Blazik said school admin asked him twice to remove it, and twice he stood his ground.
I had even read off to him the student handbook and all the guidelines in there. The word flag isn't even in there.
He says the school tried to say, since his truck was on school property, the school had the right to ask him to take it down. But word got around.
Left and right, I was getting messages, my phone was blowing up, everybody going out and buying flags.
He says at least 24 students donned flags. The school apologized, adding students are allowed to fly an American flag.
That's wild. I mean, first of all, of course, the teenagers are gonna do exactly what you tell them they can't do. That's just gonna happen. But something that's really strange to me about this is that, so I guess when I was in high school, the counterculture was sort of anti-Americanism. The counterculture was fighting for their right to burn the flag out in public. You know, it's my constitutional freedom of expression. I should be able to do whatever I want with this flag, and they were burning them on TV and totally against it now. And the administration, the teachers, they were sort of pro-American flag, or at least that was what the school system was taught. We used to do the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. Now it's sort of reversed. The counterculture seems to be those who want to fly the American flag, and the administrators and teachers are saying no. That's what I don't know. It's against policy. I don't know. I'm glad I'm not in school anymore.
Never put these 6 foods in the refrigerator. Otherwise, you won't even know how you died. Number 1, garlic. The cold temperatures can cause garlic to sprout and become moldy and have a rubbery texture. 2. Ginger. It's susceptible to mold growth in a moist environment. The cold and humid conditions of the fridge leads to the development of mold on the ginger root and bacteria growth. 3. Onions. Refrigeration has a detrimental impact on the texture and shelf life of onions. The moisture inside the refrigerator promotes the growth of mold on the onions, making them dangerous. 4. Cucumber. Refrigerating cucumbers can expedite their decay. The cold temperatures can result in a loss of crispness and a faster breakdown of the vegetable. 5. Coffee. Storing coffee in the fridge can compromise its flavor and aroma due to absorption of surrounding odors. Coffee beans are porous, making them susceptible to taking on the smells present in the
I keep all that stuff in the fridge. I mean, with the exception of coffee and ginger, I don't eat ginger for some reason, but coffee, if you've had coffee long enough so that it's cold, just get rid of it. You know, if you're drinking cold coffee, you're not really a coffee drinker. Just go ahead and admit to it and get a different drink.
One of their heroes, John McCain. John McCain was sentenced by a military court to be shot to death by a firing squad, and Nixon rescinded it. Wow. Okay? What did he do? In Vietnam, he told on everybody. Everybody. Here's what would happen. He's on an aircraft carrier. The planes would take off and go to Hanoi. Okay? They was looking for him, but instead of going to Hanoi, they would take a short left, go 300 miles that way, cut back right, and come in behind him. John McCain told them, and when John McCain told them, American pilots' death rate increased 67%.
Oh, is that true? Does anybody out there have any other info on old Senator McCain like that? That's the first time. This is the first I've heard this. I mean, I've heard that he got caught in Vietnam and spent some time in a what was that? Concentration? No, not concentration. He just spent some time in a Vietnam prisoner of war, and but the story I heard that he was a hero, that he stayed behind. He could have left, but he stayed with his men till the end, until they were freed. I haven't heard anything about this side of Senator McCain.
He snitched on me and shit, so he talked about meet me in the yard, so now I'm here. What's up?
Whoa, so that was like, I want to say that was two old school sayings getting played out in real time. It's the whole round and find out. He definitely found out. And then there's the old put your money where your mouth is, because he did. He showed up. He met him outside. He was ready to throw down. So with that there, we're going to go ahead and end it for the day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below if you like content like this, if you want to see more.
That was nice.